Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Occult Rejects, another episode of Rustic Gods. I think this is episode 9, 8, or 9? 9?
It's
9. I'm looking. Okay. And welcome back. I am one of your 3 hosts, Jules, host of the greypilledpodcast. With me tonight are my friends, the Headless Giant and Nick of the Occult Rejects. What's going on, gentlemen? How we doing?
How are you doing? This is a good time for another Rustic Gods. This is number 9, so we had to go big. And I think the spirit of Mount Etna is one of those big ones, especially for all of Greece and the Mediterranean, because this thing is volatile. It's still going off. And so there's still rumblings of the spirits within it. So I think it's a good time to talk about it. It's weird how few headlines, the eruptions that Mount Etna gets, they're so close to, society that if it actually goes a little bit bigger than they expect it to, the rest of the island and several other places from around the area are wiped out. So, you think
it's a volcano, right?
Right. It's a volcano and an ancient symbol of spirituality, too.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm excited to hear you talk about it. Learn a lot from you on this show. Guys, be sure to like the stream, share it. Let's get some more people in here. It's a late night show. We haven't done one of these in a couple weeks, and I got off work and was feeling a second wind. So, we had planned it earlier, so I had no choice but to feel a second wind. But it was a good night to do it. So I wanted to, make an announcement before we start. Got some new designs in. Stickers. Got the Dale Cooper Grey Pill Podcast. Take a Grey Pill. Dale says it's good. Thumbs up. And then we had the Gods of the Morning Wood. Yeah, we got those. And then everyone knows of the other ones that we got. And these are all, well, you see this when you see the cowboy hat, the new Elohim etymology. They're not new, but great quality. And the QR codes. We also got, I'm going to print some Occult Reject stickers and some more. I got a lot of designs and working on a lot for Gods of the Morning Wood. Nick and Headless are a part of that show as well. Or I am inviting you guys to be, if you'd like to be. Obviously, y'all have been doing it with us, with me, Rat, and Subliminal for the past couple months. So you're basically in. I'm forcing you in.
Thank you.
So there's a lot of cool things coming, guys. A lot of cool designs coming for Grey Pilled. Just wanted to make that quick announcement. And we have Esoteric Book Review Saturday morning. I think we're doing Epic of Gilgamesh and Pistis Sophia Part 3. Yay. Just kidding. I'm excited, but not as excited as Rat. He's edging himself all week for that.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, yeah.
He's fascinated.
Yes, he is. We love you, Rat. Anyway. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get Aetna. Is that how you say it?
So is Etna the insurance?
Well, Etna.
It is like Etna the insurance. In fact, that's one of the reasons why they called it Etna the insurance.
So it's just spelled differently. The A doesn't. It's silent. Okay, because I know in some pronunciations, like in English, like Old English, you pronounce like A. Like eight. What's it like? Aethelwolf or whatever, but it's like E. You would pronounce this Etna. Just the goddess Etna.
Right. The goddess Etna of the mountain Etna. Of the laboratory of Hephaestus Etna. Of the on top of Typhon Etna. Right. So this is like where things go to die and be reborn. So I think it's a really important spot, especially when you consider how impactful this mountain was on the rest of the region. So we're talking about the Hephaestus cult a little bit first. Now, in Rome, they called him Vulcan, right? Now, how much of an impact has the word Vulcan had in our society? Vulcanized tires, right?
I want to see on every sewer. You see the word Vulcan, the company, I guess that owns it, right? On every, not the maybe the manholes, but the other ones, the gutters.
It's all metalworking, and the metalworking of the city, which is even more culty.
Holy shit, dude. Years ago, I was like parking my truck and I got out and I was like, Vulcan, and I stopped for like maybe 10 minutes in like some schizo state, just like Vulcan, Roman deity, like Greek, and didn't really figure it out, but wow. Full circle. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Now, there were very few public shrines. Again, like a lot of these other gods, they didn't have a lot of public shrines, but a lot of worship going out into nature, probably going out to the mountain, would be a pilgrimage to Hephaestus, right? And it's funny because there's a lot of links between Hephaestus and Yahweh from the Bible. Both volcano gods, they're both described as being as fiery as the volcano, and a lot of the other knowledge that Hephaestus passed on. Also, you find the same kind of stories with Yahweh passing on that intelligence onto his people. And but there is one that is very, very shocking and breathtaking, and that's in Athens. The temple for Hephaestus in Athens is relatively untouched, or it's been fully restored, one or the other, but it's a gorgeous temple. It's one of the only ones. He possessed relatively few shrines and temples in ancient Egypt, but was probably widely honored with torch race festivals. Torch races are one of the most awesome things that we've lost, and we're never going back, mostly because of insurance companies like Aetna. A torch race is where you would be going through the woods on horseback with nothing but a torch for your light. They would do these to Hecate as well. They would do torch races to Hecate. But the idea is that the god will help you in the night as you are riding between those branches that want to take your head off at full speed, and you've only got a torch to hold out in front of you. So it's an intense sacrifice if you're going to be in a torch race.
Absolutely. It sounds exciting. A torch race. Yeah, somebody pointed out the hat too. I want to get in there.
But... Oh, yeah. No, big time. Right. But the idea is he was one of the Idaean dactyls. Mount Ida is another mountain that is holy to the Greeks. And the Idaean dactyls, it's the idea that the gods are working through you, right? So one of the symbols of the Idaean dactyls was the anvil, the hammer, because Hephaestus is one of the Idaean dactyls. And the idea is as you're working, the god is coming out in you. And this is really seen through his daughter, Techne. Techne is his daughter. This is where we get the term technology from. That's the daughter.
There's
of
the
Hephaestus.
Torch for the torch race, right?
Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of torch symbolism, starting with Prometheus. Hecate is also a torchbearer. And if you think about the fire inside of the mountain, it makes sense why there would be a torch associated with the race for Hephaestus. So in classical sculpture, Hephaestus was depicted as a bearded man wearing a craftsman's cap. Now, that craftsman's cap looks very suspiciously Phrygian, only without the little wrinkle.
Right.
Far more conical. So Aetnus or Etnus, an epithet given to several gods and mythical beings. Yeah.
Aetneos.
Aetneos. Yeah, that would be good. Aetneos. Yeah. Is given to several gods and mythical beings connected with Mount Etna, such as Zeus, of whom there was a statue on Mount Etna. Right? Zeus is the one who picked up Mount Etna. Before it was a mountain, it was a giant boulder, and he smashed Typhon with it. Right? So Hephaestus, his roommate inside of Mount Etna is the infamous Typhon. So,
oh, dude, hold on. I have a great photo of that, actually.
Oof.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
So that's Hephaestus. That's under there. Hephaestus.
Well, it's Typhon.
It's Typhon, right? Yeah, okay.
Right. So I think Typhon is like the heat for the forges under Mount Etna. So like as he's been crushed, like he gets angry and then blows his top every now and then. But
this is just like Hermes crushing him with his foot, man. Yeah. So would you relate Typhon to Vulcan and like, this deity?
In some ways, I think you can, because of the fact that they are transformational deities, right? So Typhon is like coming to bring an end to the whole world, bring an end to the gods, right? He fails, he transitions into this other form, which would be this volcano god, right? So he goes from being giant monster to transforming into volcano god. And then you've got Hephaestus, which is all about the forge, which is transforming metal. So it's all about transformations through heat, through light, all the rest of the classic divine symbols, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. The festival was celebrated there called Aetna, or Hephaestus, who had his workshop in the mountain and temple near it. All these references. And the Cyclops. So there's a Cyclops here too. Interesting. Amphiages, lame or limping on both feet, a surname of Hephaestus given him because Zeus threw him from Olympus upon the earth for having wished to support Hera. So there was a betrayal here. Hephaestus got thrown out of heaven, right? You're starting to see the parallels between him and this Typhon character. Mm-hmm. And that he's walking around lame for the rest of his life, which is interesting because Hephaestus is said to be the one who gave us the first king of Athens. He was chasing around Athena, wanting to get her pregnant, wanting to have sex with her, and she got out of the way, and he released himself onto her leg, and it hit the ground, and out of it came Erichthonius, which is the snake-legged first king of Athens. If you've never heard of that one's a real weird story, but I love it.
What's his name?
Erichthonius. I'm going to pull up some pictures.
Okay. Looking at this.
Yeah, this is one of those they don't get around to talking about in all the children's books. So Erichthonius was sort of a bastard who was born with these snakes for legs, right? And, the goddesses thought it was so cool that he had these snakes for legs that they kept him. Well, when he grew up, he was a very wise person, right? Wise as a serpent. And then Erichthonius, became king of Athens based upon his wisdom. But apparently he was just a sperm that bounced off Athena and then hit the ground to create, again, kind of like the idea of the snake in the Garden of Eden, lost his legs because of some incident.
Right.
Well, in this case, it would be, this Erichthonius, the serpent-born hero of ancient Athens. Yeah. So
zoom in on that, dude.
Name and etymology. The name Erichthonius derives from the ancient Greek words eri, meaning woolly, and thon, meaning earth, the woolly earth, which could be interpreted as woolly earth or rich earth. This name reflects his unique birth from the earth, a characteristic that sets him apart from other heroes of the time. The Roman counterpart of Erichthonius retains the same name, showcasing the rare consistency in the transference of Greek myth to Roman lore.
Kind of like Heracles.
Erichthonius?
Right. Hercules.
Well, Hercules.
Right.
And it's funny because in Jason and the Argonauts, Heracles was ordered to go help Jason by his mother Hera, the same one that tried to kill him over and over again. We're not getting the full context on that Heracles myth, I think, because he's named after his mother.
Oh, he is.
Right.
I should have. That's That should have been obvious for me, but
Right.
thank you for pointing that out.
Dude, these websites are getting buggier and buggier. We keep saying, oh, things are going to get better, but they only get worse.
Dude, I've been talking about it, guys. It's a psyop. It's one of the biggest psyops,
Right.
actually. It's with all technology, especially our phones. They keep telling you, hey, this technology is getting better. It keeps developing. Wrong. They are giving us the same shit we had 10 years ago and just putting it in a shiny fucking phone case, right? Like that's I'm convinced now, because my phone is dog shit. And the service is all like, it just nothing works as it should, right? Like we're presented with this idea that it's all supposed to be smooth and steady by now, but that's not the case. And so I'm convinced it's a psyop, like most things. But
much like that other well-known law bringer to his people, Erichthonius was found in a basket in the river. Go figure. Who's that sound like?
Oh, dude, Moses.
Yeah, there's lots and lots and lots of cultural heroes that have been found. Well, you got to go back to ancient Babylon too, right? The guy Sargon of Akkad, he was found in a basket down by the river. So they kept that same motif from ancient Babylon all the way up through Moses, Musaeus, as he was called in Greek, which was just a total bastardization of another character who was an Athens lawbringer. But again, you've got all of these themes right there present in Greek mythology that were picked up and used because this is all about religious symbolism. The religious symbolism has an esoteric element to it. And if you're not up on what it is, how could you know if it's real or if it's a symbol?
You'll miss it. Yeah. Yeah. And some things, some things could have truth in both aspects. But
right. In fact, there could be a lot more personal truth in the symbol than universal truth. And if that's the case, it needs to be shared. That needs to be the part that's shared. Is this a universal truth or is it a personal truth that maybe you can tell people about,
Right.
It's a completely different way of looking at how you're supposed to relate to the divine. It's not this is exactly what he wants you guys to do every year at this time. Again, it's very much about understanding the symbols. So let's see. Herodotus in Histories 8.98, number 2, translated godly, Greek historian, 5th century BC. The first writer delivers his cargo, the second to the third, and thence it passes from one hand to hand, even as in the Greek torchbearers race in honor of Hephaestus. So he didn't say where they were racing in honor of Hephaestus, but there was a torch race. And it's funny if they're not using a baton, they're using torches, and it's the same kind of relay. Cult in Attica, southern Greece. Plato in Critias says, in the days of old, the gods had the whole earth distributed among them by allotment. Now different gods had their allotments in different places, which they set in order. Hephaestus and Athena, different gods had their allotments in different places, and they set in order. Why am I saying it again? Who were brother and sister and sprang from the same father, having a common nature and being united also in the love of philosophy and art. Both obtained as their common portion this land, Athens, which was naturally adapted for wisdom and virtue. And they implanted brave children of the soil, Erichthonius, what does that sound like? Which was, and put into their minds the order of government. Their names are preserved, but their actions are disappeared by reason of the destruction of those who received the tradition and the lapse of ages. So they're saying originally Athena and Hephaestus came together to create these woolly children of the earth that were equipped with virtue and wisdom. right? There's a lot of linguistic adaptations that they're pulling out of the symbol of Erichthonius, which is what they do all the time when it comes to these myths. The myths form the language forms the myths. Pausanias, description of Greece 1.14.6, translation Jones, Greek travelogue, 2nd century AD, above the Keramikos in Athens, and the portico called the King's Portico is a temple of Hephaestus. I was not surprised by that. It stands a statue of Athena, because I knew the story of Erichthonius, the first king of Athens, a son of Hephaestus and Athena, birthed by Gaia, the earth. Like these characters are coming straight out of the earth itself. And that's, again, the theme that comes along with Typhon, because he is said to be birthed of Gaia as well. He's born of
he creeps along the ground
with all of his sneaky legs.
And I think another myth from the river wasn't Romulus and Remus.
Well, they
found in a river or in a basket by a river.
I have to look that up. I think there's lots of baskets.
Because I was thinking I think there may be a few. I don't know, but one thing that I did see when looking into this, and this may be one of the children that you were just talking about, I guess, of Athena and Hephaestus, but there's a giant, right, of this mountain that's kind of assigned to this mountain, Enceladus. In Greek mythology, Enceladus was, or Enceladus, maybe, was one of the giants, the offspring of Gaia and Uranus. He was the traditional opponent of Athena during the Gigantomachy, or
Gigantomachy. That's the war against the giants.
Oh, Jesus. We got to talk about that one day, dude. The war between the giants and gods, and was said to be buried under Mount Etna in Sicily. Okay, I've heard this theory before, but it's not a giant. It's one of the 4 fallen angels. It's probably a coast to coast episode, was buried under Mount Etna, and one was buried, or maybe in the 4 horsemen. I don't know. They were maybe equating the 4 horsemen to fallen angels, I'm sure.
No, I listened to that shit when I was in prison. I used to be able to get that shit on the radio.
Oh, I bet you love that in there, dude.
Something to listen to.
But yeah, I didn't know if you heard of this guy, Headless. Here, I can bring up a picture of him if you want me to.
Well, I'm sharing something about it. It's the
picture of
AI.
Oh, fuck AI.
The picture.
Can't. Actually, the thumbnails are fire that you've been doing, Nick, for this show. So I appreciate that, man. I try my best with mine, and maybe I should try. I should try a little harder with the gray pill thumbnails. Maybe Nick can help me show me what AI he uses or something.
Yeah. No, I got to see if I can add you onto my thing. I got to look into it. I got to spend some time tomorrow. Yeah, because then you could make thumbnails on there all you want.
Yeah.
That shit's fun as hell. Sometimes I just think of weird shit, see if it can make it.
I used to do that at first, man, and then I kind of got I was like, I don't have time, So, oh,
dude, I've gotten stoned and realized I spent like an hour to make an image that I never used. I'm like, yo, I just
incredible
my life for that. Like, I could have edited
that before. I created an image. I don't know what show it was for, but it was real tedious, and I spent like 30 minutes doing it, and then I messed something up on it. It was awful. It was because I was stoned, I'm sure, but oh, there he is. So
now
is this the same guy I'm talking about, or
it's probably just a generic Cyclops, but it's funny. He's got those 3 eyes. I think that would make a great t-shirt. This weirdo with his freaking skins on, wearing his stupid hair all unkempt.
Come at me, bro, or some shit like that. Like, do you even lift?
Right, dude. He's jacked.
Yeah, dude. And look, all the people are like, please don't hurt us. Here's some more food. It's like, how is that a bad thing? Obviously, they don't want to be smashed by a Cyclops, but hey, Ice Age megafauna.
Were any of these Cyclops like kind and helpful?
Well, see, the thing is they have completely other personality types than what we're used to. So they were mean, but they couldn't lie. Right? So they're mean and they're cruel, but they'll tell you exactly what they're going to do to you, and they're not going to lie about it. There's no reason for them to lie. It's a strange thing about the Cyclops is they're most vulnerable to humans lying to them. Now, does that sound like some sort of higher spiritual entity?
Some people would equate that with demons, demons can't lie or whatever. When you ask
well, they do, right? They say that demons lie all the time. So how could these be the fallen angels and demons if they're vulnerable to lies and they can't lie themselves?
True.
It's an interesting factor.
Yeah, there you go. There's some contradictions and all that giant fallen angel stuff, but I'm sure you're aware of that.
But there's also the let me see, what am I thinking of? No, not Scott Summers, you idiot. Of course I'm talking about normal Cyclopses. But I was thinking of the Odyssey, right? Where Odysseus tells the Cyclops his name is Nemo, which means nobody. Right? And so he tells the guy, my name is Nobody. And so the
movie
Cyclops
Finding Nobody.
Yes, exactly. And so this giant is sleeping, and so Odysseus pulls this oar out, and he sharpens it and stabs him right in the eye while he's sleeping. And so this giant gets up and starts yelling to his brothers in the other islands. Again, they know about the giants and how the giants have to be on islands. They call all of the Cyclopses, they're on these islands. They're the sons of Poseidon on these islands. And it's real funny because we have a guest come on all the time talking about the giants down there in the Caribbean on these islands.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, Sardinia, I think. Yeah.
Well, there are lots of different tribes. These giants on these islands.
Silva. That dude from South Africa or whatever, he talks a lot about it.
Right, but so this Cyclops starts screaming out to his brothers, nobody stabbed me in the eye. Nobody stabbed me in the eye. And they're like, well, if nobody stabbed you in the eye, then what are you screaming about?
Here, let me pull this up real fast, this image. This is pretty cool.
What you got?
StreamYard. Here we go. And this is him fighting Athena right here, I'm pretty sure. And you see on his shield, pretty sure that's Pan.
I'm not sure. It looks like a satyr with boobs. Yeah, it could be Pan.
Could be Pan.
Yeah, it looks like a dude with a tail. It's a furry.
Let's see how
like that.
He's got a couple wounds.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it. I think Athena's won.
Yeah, he's cooked.
He's cooked.
But
as it was with the giants, they were slaughtered by smarter humans because the humans could do things like lie. The Cyclopses could not. So, I mean, that makes you incredibly vulnerable in battle. Most of battle is deception, especially back then.
Maybe I was thinking, what was I thinking of? Maybe it's some old wise tale that like if you trap a I guess this would equate to genies too, or the jinn. You would trap a spirit and it would have to do your bidding or tell you something, or
It's like that's like the Goetia too.
Oh,
yeah. Go at demons, you're supposed to do that too.
And they can't lie to you or whatever.
I don't know. Well, I don't know about that, but you do entrap them like supposedly like Solomon put them in that fucking that little container.
Yeah.
And he made him build the temple. But like they acknowledge that in the Goetic when you do that stuff. kind of even have that same type of container, and you'll put the demon sigil that you're
What
working.
do we say that kind of container would be, like a talisman, right? It would be
It's
more like
I just don't know it. I can't remember it.
I need to find the name for that. We need to do a deep dive on those things. What those are.
Yo, you know what you got to look up? You got to look up the Goetia by Poke Runyon. That shit's fucking old as shit in his voice, and it's just you'll get a good idea of what it is, but you'll definitely be getting some entertainment out of it as well. I mean, the guy probably knew his shit. It was just very dramatic.
He loves doing podcasts about the boat of Isis. If you've never heard Pope Grunion talk about the boat of Isis, it's truly a magnificent experience.
That's great. You know who he is.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I listened to all of his podcasts.
Yo, I did that too. When I first heard about him, when I started listening to the podcast too, I was like, yo, I just put his name in and looked for all his shows. I would listen to
also. It's also something right here, Headless, that I saw. Yeah, you see, it talks about him being buried under Mount Etna. If he's that big, but isn't that area? I don't know. I was reading something on there.
That's right. Mount Etna would be right under his head. So, however it would be, like that would be, what would be used to kill him right there. It's, again, this is right off of the boot of Italy. And right there is that volcano is right at the head. So
that's Italy. Okay. I see it now. Oh, right. Fuck. Okay. Interesting, dude. Yeah, it's quite literally I don't know, it kind of looks like a foot in a way, but I don't know, maybe I'm seeing it wrong. I guess that makes sense since it's a boot, right? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's more mythology into that certain giant, and I'm sure he had siblings as well.
This goes back to the burial and resurrection motif a lot of cases too. When it comes to Etna, is he's sort of buried, but he's coming back. Like there's a threat that this at any time this mountain could blow its top, right? And so it's a very sort of potent symbol. And again, it's right. All of this area at the bottom of Italy was called Magna Graecia, right? So that after the Romans took over everything, then it became Rome, or part of Rome. But originally, all of this was part of Greece, and so that's why Hephaestus, Vulcan had such a huge influence on the rest of Italy, is because that's where the cult center is right there at the bottom in Magna Graecia. But this is also an interesting fact. The flag of Sicily is it's right there. I mean, come on, guys. It's a very powerful
Etna,
symbol.
Dude?
No. This is I'm sorry, I'm blanking. I can't believe I would blank on a name. No, this is the one on the shield. What's her name? Medusa. Medusa. Yeah, you see the snakes on her head, right?
Oh yeah.
And then these wings coming out of her neck, that's Pegasus. After her head was lopped off, Pegasus came out of her neck. Right. So anytime you see her in this old motif style, you see these little wings coming out of the neck, because that's Pegasus. And the triskelion feet, the triskelion is a symbol that goes back easily 40,000 years. It's like one of the oldest symbols on the planet. It's the three spirals.
You know something really weird? The Garland family, the family crest that I had posted, I think earlier this week or maybe last week. It's red and yellow, and it has Pegasus on both sides of it, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah. What the fuck? And then it has the knight helm. Here, we can pull it up, guys. You want to
Nick,
can I pull that up? Is that cool with you? You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, let me pull this up.
But the sheaves of wheat are important too, because Sicily was a very huge producer of agriculture.
What? So hold on. So what about the three legs?
Again, that's the triskelion motif. So this is supposed to sort of indicate constant motion. The only other triskelion flag is the Isle of Man between Britain and Ireland. It's that one little tiny island right there that sort of is in the middle of everything, kind of like Sicily is a little tiny island that's in the middle of the entire Mediterranean. It's weird.
Right.
But the triskelion legs has to do with constant motion. If I pull up the Isle of Man, you'll see it exactly what I'm talking. It's
well, as well as the what's called the triad or the trinity that's in everything. But I didn't know that was wheat at first. I thought that those were like pine cones on the end of a rope or something, to be honest with you.
Well, it's the corn motif, right? So goddesses are often associated with corns of different types. This one is, wheat, obviously, and it's funny. It's almost like hanging around the neck. Like what is that little bow there?
Yeah, it's a noose,
right? Well, she's supposed to be beheaded. Like that's what they put on all of the shields. She's supposed to be a symbol of protection that you put on the shield. She was put on the aegis of Athena. Right? Again, back to Athena. So her head is on the aegis, the shield, and it's constantly changing. It's like it's giving you visions and stuff as it's in there. And this is the Isle of Man flag. Again, it's a triskelion with these night legs.
Right. But then well, you had said something about the corn.
Well, yeah,
the same thing.
That's just right common name for any sort of grains. They call them corns.
Right.
England before contact.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like there's a third one. I don't know what that one is, but I guess there's another one. But triskelion legs are not very common, but they are very beloved. I don't think they'll ever change anything about this because they're so unique and so interesting, and hardly anybody knows about them.
Yeah, I sure didn't. Here, let me show you this.
All right.
And this right here, and I think I had maybe showed you this last week, but yeah, you have Pegasus on both sides. I don't know. I thought that was interesting, but the colors is what I saw on the flag that, I was like, well, wait a minute.
And you got the wreath too.
Yep. And then there's I think that's a griffin maybe, but there's a lion on the other one. So it changed over time and they lost the horses, I guess in a newer crest that they had made, but yeah, it's on my grandmother's side of the family, my dad's mother. Yep. Anyway, thought that was cool.
Well, there was a twin. So Pegasus had
still can't figure out what flowers are in their mouth, but the blue open because I thought they were roses, but roses are closed. So
all right. So here's Pegasus's brother, Chrysaor. So apparently this very obscure character was talked about a little bit. Chrysaor came out of the neck of Medusa at the same time. In Greek mythology, Chrysaor or Chrysaor, anyways, he who has a golden sword. A golden sword.
Chrysaor. Yeah.
It was the brother of the winged horse Pegasus, often depicted as a young man son of Poseidon. Both the horse and his brother Chrysaor are sons of Poseidon. Poseidon is the one who had his way with Medusa.
So Chrysaor's just a dude?
But he's the one with the golden sword. Right.
Oh.
So they're talking about something else. I think this is deep cult practices that have gotten translated into these myths. Mm-hmm. And so from the outside looking in, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? But
it's so cool. It's still so cool though, dude. Like just the whole aspect of it, the mythology. But no, to understand it deeper, that's the goal, right? It's the goal with everything. Right.
And when Perseus cut off her head, there sprang forth great Chrysaor and the horse Pegasus, who is so called because he was born near the springs of Ocean, and that other because he held a golden blade in his hands. What? So there's a golden bladed one and this Pegasus. And I guess they have something to do with the stars because Pegasus is a constellation. Is there sword constellations that have to do with Chrysaor? I'd be willing to bet money on it. In Greek mythology, Medusa was one of the Gorgons, 3 monstrous siblings. Medusa, unlike her sisters, Stheno and Euryale, was mortal and was beheaded by Perseus. Chrysaor and Pegasus sprang from the blood of her decapitated body. In art, Chrysaor's earliest appearance seems to be on the great pediment of the temple of Artemis, Corfu, dated to the early 6th century BC, where he is shown beside his mother Medusa. Interesting. Is there an equivalent to Medusa within the Sumerian pantheon, or
something I haven't looked at, but I will find out.
Anybody with wild hair over there? I can't remember. Really just need some kind of fucking crazy hair going on.
I don't know if there's any other pictures. This is not a very well-known character. He's kind of like in the background the whole time.
Who?
Chrysaor.
Oh. Okay.
He's married to one of the daughters of Oceanus, so that would make her a sea nymph, right? So,
yeah, and that would, let's see, Ninazu. I mean, serpents were associated with Enki and Ningazida, or Thoth. And so Thoth had children. I mean, Enki had a lot of children, but Thoth also had children. So I don't know. Maybe some, like I said, getting back into the Elohim etymology here pretty soon, guys. Been planning stuff out, but I'll definitely do some digging. I'm trying. I'll because I'm sure there are parallels and correlations for everything.
Ooh, here's one. Chrysaor and Caliro may have been the parents of Echnida. Echnida is the one that was the consort of Typhon.
Wait.
Right. Here she is right there.
Dude. Trying to get in between those legs.
Weird. Yeah. Again, it's these leg snake motifs that keep popping up around this thing. And it's really kind of like Medusa. She's supposed to have snake legs or something. She had snake hair.
That's like Abraxas right there.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like Abraxas. Like, they did, honestly, like, what's up with her and Abraxas? Echidna. Oh, sup, Arrows. Nice of you to join us.
Mm-hmm.
She was busy
in the comments.
She was busy. We'll definitely pull. Okay, so this is synchronistic because we're reading Epic of Gilgamesh Saturday, guys. So this is good that we're starting to study up a little bit on that. Humbaba, yeah, I need to find that correlation too. To be honest with you, I've been slacking the last year, so I have to redo my Pantheon charts. There's a lot. There's a lot that's I just read the private chat, Nick. That's pretty cool. Yeah. There's a lot that has changed as far as opinions and my research and my own spirituality and stuff. There's a lot that I view differently now. So there's some changes that I have to make to it, but who knows, man? Maybe I can sell these Pantheon charts or something. Maybe they'll be that legit. Because I've had a few people tell me, like, yeah, dude, you got it. Because obviously people view them as archetypes or like emanations from God or representations of humanity and divine forms or fallen angels or archangels. I really want people to look at the fallen angels and archangels in different cultures, guys. Are we really going to believe that these grotesque, hideous angels were God's, like, you know, highest? I don't know, man. It seems like the creator would represent himself with something beautiful, you know? I mean, that's how he's represented here on earth, right? I mean, you have the good and the bad, but
it seems to me that consolidation was the name of the game, and there was too much stuff going on in too many different directions. And so you had to kind of reduce the amount people could look around the world and see God, right? They had to focus it in, because there's just too much syncretism going on. And we got to have a little bit more centralized control over what everybody believes, right?
Yeah.
And unless we can have that, you know, we're going to be very upset. So I think everybody should, you know, leave this stuff behind and then centralize your focus into a very tiny point, and then focus that point on your navel. Do some navel gazing. I think that's what we need.
Wait, hold on. What? What's navel gazing, dude? Tell me about this. What's
navel gazing?
No. What is this? I'll do it.
This is also a Greek practice. It became Greek Orthodox.
What is it?
Joseph, I was hoping you're gonna let that go. I was like, yo, is this when like they make sure their assholes in the sun for a while?
No. It's called Omphala Skeptis. Omphala Skepsis. Yeah. It's navel gazing, which means, you know, omphalos, right? The omphalos is the navel of the world, and Omphala Skeptis is navel gazing, a technique where highspasm, a form of Orthodox prayer for stillness involving breath control, chin on chest, focusing on the navel area. Goal: to be quiet, to quiet the mind and perceive the divine like the light of the transfiguration, finding God within.
So it's like looking at a flame.
Well, you're looking at your belly button.
So it's like looking at a butthole.
Yeah.
It's a big brown eye.
There we go. We got some omphaloscepsis going on, right? They're very skeptical of that belly button. Very skeptical of it.
I don't know, man. Look, I'll try to navel gaze, whatever that is. I've tried sun gazing before. And actually, sun gazing's weird.
Yeah,
it's real weird. Don't do it for too long.
I couldn't do it. Like all these people, maybe at dawn. Like I did it
early in the morning. Yeah. Right. It was a lot less intense. But I'm at a point now where I can do it and not just see spots afterwards, not be so. That's cool.
That's close.
Yeah. I've always had really good vision too. I don't know. I turned 33 this year. Maybe I'm gaining superpowers, guys. You know, who knows?
All right. Well, we're going to get into some hardcore omphaloscepticism in the year 2026. 2026, we're bringing back the staring at the navel, the deep time meditation of the omphalos.
Transcendental.
Again, because this is what Kronos ate. The omphalos stone, right? He ate it, and then he had to puke it all up. And so this was the plug that was holding all the gods inside. So you've got to release the energy of your navel so that everything else can flow out.
Dude, my navel is a wolf's mouth.
Look at this. The flesh-circled hollow of the omphalos. A bodily valley, an earthly hub.
Sure. Nice. Look at that.
Yeah. This is getting weird. I love it. Omphalos means navel or belly button. The term navel gazing usually describes a pointless behavior, reverie, self-involvement, and ecological embodiment is often articulated as a diminution of self in favor of other, moving away from anthropocentric species of solipsism. Yet, even when we seek to, so you stare at your belly button, I guess.
I stare at your belly button.
Yeah, we're gonna do co-omphaloskepticism.
The fuck? That's how you get it. That's how you Occult Rejects, though.
I need to get some of those fucking Dionysian glasses that Headless has.
Yeah. But I signed it.
We gotta stare at your belly button.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's not what they're called. That's what I call them. So whatever. Do the aura, the aura gaping.
Aura gaping.
Dude, you guys want to see something real weird? You want to see a video that I was tagged in that disturbed me deeply?
Yes.
It's from one of my biggest and best audience members. Let's see if I can find it. So
did you guys read my omphaloskepticism journal? If I publish it online?
Wait, no? What?
What happened?
You have a journal about this stuff, about the belly button gazing?
If I start one.
Oh, you're asking, would I read it?
Right.
I mean, to be honest with you, maybe, yeah. To see what you what you figure out along the way.
Yo, he's even laughing.
I have to share this video because this,
Same thing is like, the
Arrow said she would.
Really should be taking this serious for magicians. It's like science. Somebody's gonna try it and see what happens.
Exactly. And we should all have a laugh along the way.
Yeah.
So, Meat Cavern tagged me in this and said, "These grapes taste sour."
It's because they're uncarbonated.
Yeah.
Oh. Wake up, Julie.
Weird.
I see you. I have the best audience members. Okay, look. Okay, so they I guess not a long time ago, but a while ago, they started calling themselves grapists, and grapes became a common theme as you can. Well, no, that's a cowboy hat. We have another design with grapes in it. The hand of Sabazius. Well, the hand of Greypilled that we're doing, that Subliminal was drawing up with the phoenix on it, the serpent, but it also has a vape in it, and a cowboy hat on the top, and
was it a bucket?
It's going to have grapes on it as well. So grapes have always been a theme of the Greypilled show. You'll see the colors green and purple be used a lot in the show. I don't know if people, well, you'll see those being those emojis being used a lot in the chat now. People, why is it disturbing? Because it was sent to me late at night, Eros, and you don't know Will, but I do, and God knows what was on his mind while he was eating that grape and saying my name. I don't know why he would want me to wake up, but that's okay. Well, actually, he has his work clothes on, so maybe it was real early in the morning. So that makes it that makes it a little creepier.
That makes it even better.
You call and they come. This fucking guy, he comes to the show and he's on the screen.
That's it.
Yo, not nice guy. I mean, not nice guy. Rated the stream. What's up, dude? This is the Mormon Fed Headless that I was telling. I'm just kidding. Not nice guy. We were making jokes before the show.
Oh yeah, everybody's Mormon Feds.
Everybody.
Shout out, not nice guy. Guys, go subscribe to his channel, Artificial Dissemination. He's one of the early Greypilled audience members, and one of the first guys that started to do a lot of podcasting with me, but haven't done some shows together in a while. It's good to see you, man. Looking sharp. Thanks, bud. Q, good to see you. Meat Cavern. Yeah. Thanks, Meaty. We were just watching the video that you sent me. Anyway. I just wanted to bring that video up. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, could have done that on my own show, but I didn't want to wait. Thanks for the great video. Don't thank me for that. Don't thank me for that. Anyway, so Headless, I was going to ask you, is there anything else about Etna that you wanted to add? I know we kind of talked more about Hephaestus and what's his name?
Typhon.
Typhon, Zeus, and
Titanimachy, Gigantomachy.
I'm thinking of the giant's name. You talked
Medusa.
about the giant. Yeah, we talked about Medusa. Enceladus. I don't know. We're gonna call him Enceladus.
All right.
Was he not a Cyclops too, or were there different, or were there like kind of different variations of?
I'm not seeing too many depictions of him. Like they just have the general Cyclops view, right? But it's I don't really see too many depictions of him specifically. But it sounds like it's the same motif repeated again. Like this is the same idea as Typhon being smashed by the boulder. You know, this Titan or this Cyclops is sort of playing that same role as this villain who is smashed into this volcano. And as you saw, the volcano is right there at the head of whatever this giant is underground. You have Manly P. Hall talking about the Adam Cadman, right? This sort of human character inside of the boat, the Ark of Noah, right? So all of these dimensions are supposed to be encoding man. Man is supposed to be somehow inside of all of these dimensions used within the ark, used within these different things. This is one of his main themes, is that there's a relationship between the human body and the world that's around it. Like there's a ratio relationship. There's all sorts of other mathematical things. Well, I think Mount Etna probably has that sort of same relationship to the human body as well. Like there's probably an energetic crossover between this island.
You think there's a ley line right there?
I think so. And when this thing erupts, we automatically see strange political things happening all over our government too. These eruptions are very much related to major historical events. And, we've had several of them recently, very recently.
So when a volcano erupts in the physical world, does that have like some kind of effect in the spiritual in the spiritual realm?
I think it does.
Yeah.
I think big time. Yeah.
Because fire is tied closely to the astral realm.
Not just that, but you're changing the physical gravity of the planet. Like you're changing the wobble of the earth. If you believe we're a ball or something, like as these eruptions are taking place, you're letting loose a lot of energy and actually shifting how the gravity is on the planet. Like, as you know, there are different places with different gravities. So once these things explode, you're shifting the plates. All of these other factors come into play that do affect consciousness and spirituality. So,
absolutely. Well, I think that's one place on Earth that we need to keep a lookout for, dude. I wonder what the other places were where it said those them angels were buried up under. It was Mount Etna, and then I think I don't know. Was it Cheyenne?
Cheyenne Mountain?
Yeah, Cheyenne Mountain. Yeah, that was one of them. And then, oh man, I have a good memory, but not that. I guess not that good.
There's lots of different holy mountains that have giants buried under them.
We talked about with, I think with Vince when he came on the show, Mount Pisgah or something. I think that was the mountain up there in North Carolina or South Carolina, and
Pilot Mountain.
Yeah, dude, a lot of spiritual things. It kind of like Mount Shasta, right? You see this, and that's why there were these gods that were attributed to these high places, right? Lord of the high place, or But then I don't know. You talk about there being mountain elementals. Talk about that for a second if you want to. Maybe we could lead into that with I don't know. We could lead into our next our episode. I guess for our next episode, what would that be? 10? Episode 10?
10, yes, 10.
Episode 10.
I don't know what you want to talk about next time. We can kind of give people a little teaser, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
I wanted to cover Mount Etna because I had done it before, and I knew that there's a probably another eruption coming up soon. So I thought it would be a good time to cover.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Heard it here first.
Yeah. But I think a lot of the I don't know. We can go over Psyche and Eros. That's an interesting story motif that's played over and over.
Yeah, again. Dude, something that I'm a little familiar with.
Right.
Shout out Eros.
Yo, Eros. We should get Eros on.
Yeah, you got to come next time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think you ever see her talk shit in the chat? It's like, yo, I wish I knew what that sounded like on the show.
Right? Yeah. She needs to beef it up on the show. A little bit, Eros. Say it with your chest.
Right.
Yeah, she's funny.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Eros. Hey guys, go over to Eros Up's page. Subscribe to her YouTube. Follow her on there. Yeah, there's her YouTube right there. And you can go follow her on Twitter as well. She's a fellow reject.
Yeah, she's got some really good stuff, especially if you're into Neoplatonism and astrology.
Very smart lady.
Yeah.
So yeah, Headless, Psyche and Eros for next time.
Psyche and Eros, we can get into the best retelling of the story, which is in Golden Ass.
Of course
it fucking is.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull that one out next time.
This guy.
So Eros is Cupid, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is okay. So this is the story of love and nice, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Right. And it goes back to infinity too, because the very first emanation of any god was Eros, according to the Orphics. Right. So Eros came before all of them, and then is this baby figure, constantly brand new, of Cupid. So it's kind of interesting. It's like the baby brought life into the world with primal love.
Yeah, and he was like the first little baby cherubim too. You know what I mean? If you think about it,
right?
He was the first like kind of representation of a baby, like as a deity with wings or whatever. I think.
Right.
Yeah. So and we can get into next. I guess we can try. I'm sure we can do it next week. We can get into the myth behind Eros and Cupid and all that, and if there's any symbolism with that as well, I'm sure there is.
We'll branch it out, but look, we've got viewers who know about this stuff too. So if you guys know anything about this, I'm going to set up a email tonight. It'll be rusticgods@gmail.com. And if you have any sort of tips or anything that you want to bring to the show, I think we can keep doing that with a lot more practitioners and bring some involvement,
Good idea. And guys, if anybody has, if you do graphic design or art and you want to throw us some, any ideas for some cool designs, or anyone wants to make a cool intro for us, I don't know, just throwing it out there. We'll give you a shout out every show and do something special for you. I don't know.
No, that would be awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have the time. You would try to fuck with that shit.
Yeah, no, we'll.
You know what the problem is? If I used my shit good enough to be able to do that, I'd get stuck in. I'd end up going back to fucking with beats and DJ.
I've made some pretty cool intros for my shows, dude. So they're simple, but they're cool, and they're my aesthetic. So I don't know. It's a lot cooler than something that AI could make for me, but at the same time, if I don't have the program to do it or the time, usually don't, that'd be very helpful. But still waiting on that Jules pack. You were supposed to get it, dude. I don't know. Maybe the neighborhood you live in, dude. Stop dating black women.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's known for that.
It's so popular that people will come by and steal them out of his mailbox. So your stickers are that
No,
popular.
I think someone stole his sticker pack twice. And so Q, he may be fucking with me. I don't know. Maybe that. No, dude, like showed up to Bohemian Grove and Raven and Top were talking. They're like, yeah, we were making like jokes and shit. And this guy shows up with a black chick on his arm and turns out he's a dangerous retard.
Wow.
And yeah, that was Q. Q's a good guy. He's a good guy. Longtime supporter of Greypilled and now Rustic Gods. So
thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
What's it hardcore track?
Oh, dude. Hey, like I said, I'd love to help. I guess he's saying I'd love to help out Blueberry Street. Yeah, man. No, thank you. We would definitely, the dangerous retards. Yeah, there's a lot of lore in that. Not nice guy. The guy that rated the stream earlier was we met in the dangerous retards. It was a still is, I guess, group of guys that adjacently stream together, have similar audiences, and are all schizo. So there's that. But
all right, guys, I lied. It's Rustic Gods OR. Rustic Gods OR for Occult Rejects.
At Gmail?
At gmail.com.
Cool. I'll put that in the description too. Remind me to do that. All right.
So if you have anything to contribute, I'd love to hear it.
Definitely, guys. And if y'all I don't know, we can maybe do a poll or something. I don't know. Maybe we can y'all can vote for who y'all want to. What's up?
Next YouTube, I could set up a poll on my end.
I don't know, maybe which rustic god you want us to talk about.
Yeah. I could do something like that. Yeah.
I would say goddess at this point. There are way more goddesses than gods.
Got any vagina goddesses? Yeah, the penis god.
Yeah, I was gonna say Headless. We have to do
There are a few
opposing side to that. Well, we can add them all into one episode. But like I said, man, this is fascinating to me because you see the same thing with the Aesir and the Vanir, in Norse mythology. So
you missed the penis cakes already.
Yeah, she was here for that. I think a lot of people were here for that. That was a good one. Shout out Priapus. Got to get me a fashionist to put around my neck when we're trying for our next baby.
He's so fascinated.
Hey, he's so fascinated.
Jules is fascinated.
I am. I'm fascinated with everything. Anyway, that's enough of that. Like we dirty guys. Anyway, is there anything else that you wanted to add, Headless? Or I think this was a good place to end. This was a shorter episode than what we usually have. But what's up? I didn't hear
nothing. I was agreeing. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter, but
Yeah. All right. Well, Nick, what's up, dude? What shows we got this week, man?
Let me see. What do I got on the calendar?
I know, guys.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Jonathan and his co-host from Metamystics, the ex-co-host from Cult of Conspiracy, will be on next Thursday. So it's gonna be a banger. Y'all tune in for that. It's 9:00 Central. Besides that, Gods of the Morning Wood, Saturday morning, Epic of Gilgamesh, and Pistis Sophia. And then I may do something else this weekend. I may do a cryptid watch or something. We may finally watch The Holy Mountain. If y'all will endure it.
That movie is bugged the fuck out.
If y'all will endure it. Because there's been a few people be like, yeah, let's watch it. And I'm like, you're saying that now.
Well, I will say that is a very...
When it gets into like Jesus trapped in the alchemical egg and they're blowing like, all this sorts of stuff in there. Or the not Jesus, but the Christ figure, right? Because there is one. There's that motif in that movie. And that may offend some people, but yeah, this is Greypilled, guys.
Dude, we got to do
offended. Man, I want to watch. you should know that by now if you've been watching my show for the last couple years. We question everything, and we talk about anything. There's no boundaries here. Why is Athena Zeus? I'm sorry, I'm reading these comments. Yeah, you guys have an amazing YouTube audience, but I think I've developed a little bit of one from y'all as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, dude. Yeah, almost to 1,000 guys, and I can get super chats.
Yeah, get over there and smash that fucking subscribe button, please.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, let my boy get some super chats, man.
I know we have our Friday. We're doing part 2 of.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah.
The gateway process, right?
Yeah. I got that in front of me. And then Saturday we do have we got Paranoid Radio. We got Trebles coming on Saturday at 3:00.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's got some weird shit with.
I may join you guys for that, man. Yeah. Since I don't have any other shows this weekend, then yeah, we may do that, and then I may do something Sunday night.
Then Sunday I got that Polish kid Alexander. He's been on the show before. This younger small kid. He's coming on for something about our science is catching up. Our history is older. That was the topic he wanted. He told me to put it down.
All right.
He's been on the show twice. He does pretty good. And then next Monday, believe it or not, we do have Heidi coming back on to cover some Mormon stuff. She's been here in a minute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that Monday night?
Monday
day.
Monday at 7:00.
Yeah.
7 to 8.
I probably can't make any promises, but you can always try.
I would have done it later.
She missed that Enochian Magic one.
Oh, yeah.
Grey-pilled podcast.
Oh, we got to have him back on anyway.
Blueberry Street.
But I'm supposed to. I would have had her on later because there's a time difference for us and it wouldn't have really mattered, but I'm supposed to. See, I'm saying this now, so if he flakes, everybody can go say something. I'm supposed to be going on Mark's show, actually, that day at 9:00. So
9 p.m.?
Yeah. So I couldn't make that. I couldn't make the show at 9. I would have done it at 9, so maybe you could have came on, but I'm going on Mark's.
Right.
Yeah. Well, cancellation the day beforehand.
Well, no, that's an important show to go on. I need to schedule with Mark. He sent me his I don't know why I haven't yet. I'm gonna do that. I need to text him. But anyway, guys, go to occultresearchinstitute.org.
Oh yeah.
Check everybody out over there. There's way more people that are part of Occult Rejects than just us. And I'm a very new member, so I'm probably not over there. But I don't really, besides the whole Pantheon thing and me talking about.
I can put you up there in the Rustic Gods series, actually, the whole thing on there.
There's not much I can. I talk about the orders of the quest and getting into talking about more things as well. So, I don't know.
Matt, the show is going to help actually with the site. So I might actually be able to ask him to do a few things. So.
Cool, man. Y'all subscribe to the YouTube Occult Rejects. Follow us on Twitter, X, Occult Friends, and Instagram as well, the Occult Rejects. Also, you can and go subscribe to the Rumble. Let's get those Rumble numbers up, guys. Are there any shows you have, Headless? Okay, so he has Alchemy Mondays. Right. Yes. They have 777 Tuesdays. We may try to make Rustic Gods a Wednesday thing.
Nice.
I think we'll do that. If we don't have any shows for the Occult Rejects, we can try and do that because I think I can swing that. And then he has Headless's Mailbag on Thursdays, and then the Trialogues on Sundays, and Esoteric Book Review on Saturdays. Motherfucker, you are busy. I can't believe I know all your plugs, dude. Guys, follow him on Twitter. Headless_giant. And then over on YouTube at Headless Giant. But Headless, anything you want to throw out there? Any shows you got coming? I know you just went on the Awaken podcast, didn't you?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. I went there. Check that out, the Awaken podcast. I talked all about the Canaanite Phoenicians, and you might get shocked by it.
Oh,
shocking.
You know what I do? I can announce. I mean, people say what you want about the guy. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Who knows? I don't know what the truth is about Sean Atwood, but he did ask me to go on his show February 2nd.
Fucking do it, dude.
Oh, no, I am doing. Yeah, no, like it's been
I
confirmed.
think dude's kind of a queer, but fucking do it.
He had me on once before, believe it or not, probably almost 3 years ago. And I'm going, believe it or not, he asked me to come back on for the same topic. I was like, all right, I still have the same notes. Like, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, that's actually crazy. Me and my wife used to watch him years ago, at least almost a decade ago. But yeah, anyway, guys, follow me on Twitter if you'd like, at greypilledpod, Instagram, greypilled_podcast, YouTube, Rumble, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Spotify is a great place to be, I tell you. Tons of beautiful people that love my show. And
why do you get bad comments or something?
Oh God, dude, it's awful. But anyway, I don't pay attention. Well, I do. I argue back with them now. I used to not. I do now. I don't care. I'm like, you suck. Fuck you. I was like, start your own podcast, faggot. And then, what are they going to say back? Oh, okay.
Oh man.
But yeah, go over there. Leave me good reviews. If you want to support the show, patreon.com/greypilledpodcast. And if you're a Rumble person, locals, I'm trying to post all the links over there, guys. But Esoteric Book Review is a Patreon show that we do Saturdays. We're getting less and less. We're going to be having less and less public streaming time on the show. I think we're going to cut it even shorter. I don't think I'm streaming it to X either, because someone had to open their mouth about that on X too. And I was like, oh, shut your mouth, And so maybe we'll see. But anyway,
Crowley was woke to Sicily.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he had the Abbey there. Yeah.
I promise I'm not crashing out, guys.
And this all started from navel gazing. That's where this all started.
Crowley was navel gazing.
And then they started off with and then you find yourself drinking cat's blood.
That's what it starts with. It's a very slippery slope.
Navel gazing.
The Gateway Project.
Slick, what's up, man? You need to get Slick on the show sometime, guys.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a long-time fan, dude. Would like to talk sometime.
He was on once before, a while ago.
I think Crow777 was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, his girl was. Yeah, I sent him an email.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude. If you see this, would love to have you on as well, dude. It's hard to get in touch with you. So, thanks for checking out the show, guys. And if we don't see y'all Friday night, well, y'all have a good rest of your week and an even better weekend, guys. Later.
Do you think I should?
Oh, sorry, Headless. What's up?
Do you think I should start another show, Omful of Skepsis, Saturdays?
Oh,
why not? Guys, tune in Saturdays to see Headless navel gazing.
No, we gaze at his navel.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
I don't know.
He just stands there.
I just have to take a rain check on that, Headless. I don't know. I'll gaze at my own navel, but not yours.
I'll claim it's some sort of Gurdjieff modern, performance magic or something.
Would everybody go follow the Subliminal Messenger show and Season of the Rat, my two co-hosts of Esoteric Book Review, great guys, and we want to get more people to check them out, get their names out there. They're a little shy, so we need to break them out of their shell. Anyway, stay great, Bill, guys. Have a good one.